So let's start with the index function. And I believe I did that a bit in the last class. And just to recall, match function will give you the position of a value, and index function will give you the value that you're referring to, right? So let me just write that so that we are sure what we are doing. So match we have done. I won't repeat that. Today I'll be starting with the index function, where the function will return the exact value and not the position of the value as in the case of the match function. So let me just make a small uh, matrix of, say, sales people. We have for the Q1 quarter, we have for Q2, we have for Q3, Q4, and let me write the salespeople as A, B, and C. All right. Now let me just randomly put the numbers over here: 120, 230. It need not be into any order, or it need not be sorted because it's a matrix. So I write that. Let me feed in more data. And I have this matrix ready with me, which is actually 3 by 3. Now if I write the index command, you will see it will actually show you in the two forms: index as the array form or index in the reference form. So let's just summarize the array form, which I don't know whether I've done that or not, but still I'll complete that. So it is equal to index bracket array, and it says the array, then comma, the row and the column. So the array means we have to refer to this particular range that we have made here, then comma, and then we are going to refer the row number and the column number. So over here, to start with, I have just given first row number and first column number, and I'll press enter, and I get 120 as the answer, which if I highlight is this number that I'm referring to. In a similar manner, if I do that one more time, so let me just have the same range over here. Maybe it is having the same number of rows and column, but there may be a scenario where we do not have the same number of rows and column. We will see an example for that also. Now let me do this time for 3 by 3, and I press enter, and I'm going to get 300 as the answer. And 3 by 3 is nothing but the third row and the third column. All right, let me do one more time and then I move on further. So it's index. I repeat one more time: the array range, which we have given here from B2 to D4, comma, and this time I say maybe 1 by 1 in comma 3. I close the bracket and I say enter, and this time I got this 300, which is 1 and 3. So this is the main function of the index. Index will actually give you the value and not the position. That is the first difference between the match and index. And again, whenever the different functions come up in our practical examples, I do try to highlight the differences from the other functions, so that in the exam it's easier for you to recall which one to use and which one to ignore. Now this one was the example of the array form. There is another example where we have the use of the reference form in the index function. Now see over here, you can see that we have only one array and we have one simple table, right? There is one simple array that we are using, but there may be a scenario where we are using maybe more than one tables or maybe more than one arrays. All right. In that case, the Excel index function will allow us to give a reference to that particular table also.